All right, Rye Dog.
All right.
We have, this is part 4. So we've got those pork chops we picked out. We've got this sirloin and that ribeye that we snagged earlier. But today, it's not as much about the meat as about it is the cooking process, all right? So we're gonna grill them on the Kamado Joe, but what I wanna walk you through is a process of reverse searing.
I've heard about it, but I don't know much about it.
All right, so basically what reverse searing is we're gonna slow cook it. So there's a couple different ways when you're grilling. You could get the fire up to 500-600 degrees, slam it on there, grill it a couple minutes on each side. You get a medium rare.
You're done.
Problem is, you get well done on the top, well done on the bottom, and the medium rare in the middle.
So it's not like consistent.
It's not an even cook. What we want to do is do an even cook. So I'm gonna show you how to set up the grill to get it going. But before we do that, let's go ahead and season the meat. That way it's kind of sweating and sitting here getting up to room temp before we cook it, okay? All right, so you got your Thermopin.
Always.
All right.
Stay strapped with Thermopin.
All right, Rye, so we've got our SPG that we're gonna season our ribeye and our sirloin with, and then we're gonna go with that Cubano
On the chops.
for the chops. It goes
Yes, sir.
so good with pork and veggies. So we're gonna take a little bit of our duck fat spray, just give it a little spray, just to get that seasoning to stick.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna season the ribeye, and then I'll let you season the sirloin.
All right.
We got that SPG,
Hit it with
literally just salt, pepper,
Pepper,
garlic. What I love about this is once again, you can read all the ingredients. There's nothing hidden.
Yep.
It's just clean. Flavors will let the meat shine. So remember, start it high, let it fly, and get it up top. Kind of get the back side. And then what you can do is get the little sides too.
Dang, so you're really, I got a season.
So you got a pretty thick cut of beef
Oh
here.
yeah, I guess so.
And so all it's going to do is you're really just going to build like a nice crust.
Like a layer.
So the sirloin's a little bit thinner, so it's not going to take near as long to cook. All right? All right, go ahead and season that up.
Start high, let it fly.
Start it high, let it fly. It just evens out that seasoning. There you go. Look at that.
It's like, okay.
Perfect. Come on.
Right. You get it for me, thanks.
Perfect. That looks awesome.
And then,
You don't even have to worry about the size. Oh, you can. Oh, show us a little trick. Oh, dang. He's not a rookie.
oh, yep.
There you go.
Boom, son.
Boom. All right. Same with the chops.
Yep.
So we got that duck fat on there, a little spray, that Cubano.
Look at that.
You see all that goodness.
All the good stuff.
All right, cool. All right, let's go over to the grill.
Load her on.
All right, Rye, in order to reverse sear, here's what we got to do. So we got our grill. We've already got a fire going.
Yep.
We're going to add a couple of cherry wood chunks. I love the flavor and the smoke from the cherry. So it's not going to be too harsh. We're going to get those mixed up in there. Then we're going to add so this is our deflector plate. So this is going to be the barrier between those coals and that fire and our meat. So we're going to get this down here. We're going to put our grate on top.
Grate on the other side.
Grate on this side right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow cook it on this side. So it's going to be a little cooler on this side because you don't have the fire. And then we're going to sear it on this side. So when it's almost done, we're going to sear it.
Okay.
So while this is getting to the right temp, we can go back over there and I'll tell you what temps we want to cook at.
Sounds good. I got my Thermopin always.
All right. All right, Rye. I can't even take this kid serious. All right, refocus. Here we go. You ready?
I'm not
All right. The grill is getting ready.
Yep.
All right, so we're getting up to temp.
Getting hot.
So I want to talk to you a little bit more about reverse searing. So what we're doing is we're going to slow cook the meat. All right. Then we're going to sear it off on the fire. So when you want, basically the idea behind this is going to cook more evenly all throughout.
Yeah.
And then what you want to do is your desired temp. Say we're going to take the steak to medium rare. We want to cook it to 130 degrees.
All right. That's where this guy comes in.
Your thermopin, that's correct. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow cook it till it gets about 120.
Okay.
Then we're going to take it off and we're going to let it sit, put a little butter on top while it comes up to temp, while the grill comes up to temp.
Okay.
Then we're going to sear it off. All right?
Okay.
Any questions?
Sounds pretty good. I think I'm ready
to get it going?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we got it set up for indirect. We've got our deflector plate, and then what we did is we put the second grate lower, so when we go to sear off the steak, it's closer to that fire source. Got our grates good to go. We're going to take our ribeye. All right, so you notice how you don't hear that?
Yes.
We don't want this because we're trying to slow cook these things. Look at that. All right. I'm going to set them. The sirloin's not going to take long at all, so we're going to put it the farthest away from the heat as we can.
Is that because it's thinner than the other
Super
ones?
thin, yeah. So it's going to cook really fast, and it doesn't have a lot of fat in it either, so it's a pretty lean piece of meat.
I got you.
All right. Nighty night. All right, Rye. So we've got the sirloin and the ribeye. The pork chop's a little thicker, so they're still cooking. But the great part about that is because of the way we've got this set up,
you can do it at the same time.
So the chops are still cooking indirect while we're gonna sear off the steaks.
Cool.
So what we did is we've got the butter on top. So when we flip the steak over, that butter's gonna hit the coals.
Oh, it's gonna like
it'll
ignite.
Yeah, it'll flame up.
All right.
All right. You ready? Right, here's a quick tip too when you're cooking something and you're cooking it hot.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen is you always wanna pull off the piece of meat about 5 degrees less than your desired temp. So we wanted to cook these medium rare, so we're taking them to say 130, right? So what we wanna do is we wanna pull them off the grill around 125, because what's gonna happen is
continue to cook.
That's right. You're gonna get that carryover heat that's gonna raise it about another 5 to 7 degrees.
All right.
So this is where a lot of people get in trouble when they overcook the meat. So if they want, say, medium rare and they want it 130, they cook it to 130 or cook it to 135, but then when they pull it off and let it rest, it's continuing to rise. So it's almost like medium well once they go to cut into it.
That makes
so
sense.
always keep that in mind. So it's always gonna rise, continue to rise about another 5 degrees. Cool.
Julio.
All right, Rye. Here's the thing. All that beautiful hair you got that you've been working on,
Yeah.
here's the key. Look. If you don't burp this grill, the flames are just gonna shoot up. So what I mean by that is...
Please show me how to burp it.
Yep, so what you gotta do is you gotta pop this, let some air in, right? And then you can lift it up. But if not, what'll happen is it'll just explode on you. So look, oh yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Got those chops. Ooh. All right, they should be done in just a
When
second.
you burp it,
all right, while our chops are resting, we're gonna go ahead and cut into the sirloin and the ribeye that finish faster. So look, here's the important part, right?
Yeah.
So I think something that's thin like this it's awesome to do reverse sear because it's really easy to overcook it.
Yeah.
All right. So, but what you want to make sure is that we're slicing against the grain.
Okay.
So as you can see, the grain is going this way,
So
right?
we need to slice it this way.
That's right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go one slice right here, right? And then look at that. Cooked perfect all the way through. And then we're just going to slice it this way. And here's a great part. This one sirloin was about $5, I think.
I think it was like $5.48 or something like that.
$5.48. So what'll happen is, say you have 2 or 3 buddies, you guys could get a cheap cut of meat like this for $5, $6, somewhere in there. Get some taco shells, get some of that Ingles guacamole, and then instead of one person sitting down and eating that steak, you can all share it.
It could feed all of us.
That's right. Here, you slice this, all right?
All right. So against the grain, so I'm going like this.
Yeah, which way is the grain going?
It's going...
Look, a lot of times you just have to like pick it up like this, and it'll show you.
So if the grain is going like... So I cut it like...
Huh?
No, like this.
Yep. There you go. That's perfect.
All right, buddy.
Look, now we can just take this, stack it up here. We're gonna cut into that ribeye.
All right, you go for this.
All right, so look, with the ribeye, what I like to do is take, so this top piece right here, it's called the spinalis, or the ribeye cap. This right here is like gold when it comes to steak. This is the part you cut off and you stick to the side. You feed everybody else this,
You
and
keep
then you
this
come
for
back
yourself.
and snack on it.
Why
right?
is that the best?
So this is where, like, look at that marbling in there. It's running through it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it's just got more
It's
fat
the most tender piece
and fat is flavor.
of that ribeye. That's right, fat is flavor. So look, you got your grain running. You can kind of see how it goes this way. All right, you want to get this? Look, grain's running like this. So you just take it all the way down and across.
All right.
So this is what I was talking about. It's cooked all the way through. So you got medium rare throughout the whole steak. See that? Yum.
Cheers.
So it's a little tougher than a filet, but because of that salt, pepper, garlic, and that butter, you're able to turn a $5 steak into a $20 steak.
$5 is crazy for that. It's cheaper
There
than
you
a
go.
Subway footlong.
With that ribeye, this just melts. Oh my
Cheaper
God.
than a Chick-fil-A #1.
That's it, man.
Tastes like
All right, listen, guys. We hope you enjoyed.
Yep.
Riley and I had a blast.
A lot of fun.
We got another video too that we've already got coming your way
Yep.
too. I think you'll like it. It's a little bit different than our normal ones. So,
Something new.
but we hope you learned something. Comment down below. We'd love any of your feedback, and let us know what else you'd like to see us cook.
I need to learn some more, so
This is great.
dig in.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just legit.
I love that Kamado.